All right, now work with me this morning. Morning, yo, family. I'm not sure if we're getting out there or not. Hang on a second, Miss Smith. Let me check one more thing. Oh, I don't think we're getting out. We are getting out. All right, here we go. Morning, yo, family. Sorry, it took me a minute. Things look different this morning, We all get accustomed to things looking the same way, and when things change, that's usually, the time we should stop, take a moment, and make sure things are still working the way they're supposed to be. Welcome to the Grits and Grants 15. I am Smitty Smith.
And I am June Smith, River City Blues Realty.
Family.
So what happened on Friday, Smitty? Don't try and skate past.
Brother was down, man down. Brother was sick, y'all. I don't know if you can still hear a little bit of it in my voice. Brother was down, just couldn't do the do. Brother just had to just chill out, chillax.
And sometimes it's necessary to take a step back, right?
It is. It gives you, even if you're not sick, sometimes it's good to take a step back and reevaluate, regroup, replan and recommit. Well, June, here we are, March 4th.
Woo-woo!
303 days left in the year, June.
Yes, it is.
But by week's end, we'll be under 300. We'll be in the twos.
That's right.
Then after the twos come the ones. Man, it's just amazing at how unbelievably fast time is flying by.
And they say as you get older, time gets faster.
Yeah. Well, and as you get older, you get wiser.
Yes.
So when you're at your wisest,
when you're at the oldest, right?
It ain't fair, darling. It just ain't fair. June, post out a good morning. Let me make sure we're getting out there on that side.
I did already.
It didn't come up for me. Do it again if you don't mind. Yeah, Yeah, my screens look totally different. I don't understand.
Maybe it's been sick. Maybe it needs to take a step back.
Maybe it has to reevaluate.
That's right.
But June, you know what, June? Getting back on subject, since you keep picking on me this morning.
I'm not picking on you, babe.
I'm sick and nobody cares,
Woo, woo, woo.
Family, go forth.
Go forth.
Go forth.
And what?
Everything.
Go forth and multiply? That's a Bible term.
Go forth. Go do it. June, it's amazing how groups of people come to you with the same attitude. Mm-hmm. It's like it's not as random as what people would think. Okay. So like last week, I was approached by a bunch of people who took our Grits and Grants webinar years ago. Who know what they're supposed to do. Yeah. They've cleaned up their credit themselves. Mm-hmm. They've gotten their credit score to where they need it.
All good things.
All excellent things. And then they call and they want to go forward. They're excited. I want to go forth. I'm like, great, let's go ahead and do this for you. Then all of a sudden they get scared. Oh. And they just stop.
Wow.
Yeah. It's amazing that we do the preparation, right? We've done the dreaming. We've did the do. Mm-hmm. We've done everything we need to do to get us where we're supposed to be. We said no when we needed to say no. We say yes when we needed to say yes. Mm-hmm. But then all of a sudden, June, we just get scared. And it's like, I want to think about it. I'm like, fine with me.
Yeah.
I'm not making that mortgage payment. I'm not paying your rent either. But this has got to be whatever pace you're comfortable.
Most definitely. You've got to be ready.
Yeah. So I'm like, well, what's wrong? What the what? Mm-hmm. Let's go. I'm ready to go, June. I'm happy for them. I'm ready to take a photo of them holding that key in their front door.
Yeah.
Family, if you've done the things that you're supposed to do, you've learned, you've implemented, you've executed. Don't get scared at the end.
But it's comfortable in the known. Yeah. It's uncomfortable in the unknown. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I know that probably doesn't make any sense to you, Smitty, but rent is known. So many people rent. And there's a very small portion that actually owns in America.
Yeah.
So you're comfortable with, all I got to do is just sign over that check every single month. And that's it. I don't have to think about repairs. I don't have to think about anything breaking down. I don't have to commit. And this is another commitment. And it's a longer commitment than a 12 months lease.
Yeah.
That can be scary.
It can be. But should it be?
No, because the alternative is at the end of the 12 months, at the end of the 12 years, because that's usually what it turns into. You know, you start renting for 1 year and before you know it, 5-10 years have gone by.
Excellent point.
And you're like, oh, wow, you know, I've been here for 12 years, you know, and you've seen people come and go. And even though you've set up roots, you really don't have roots. Your roots are shallow because you have nothing. Once that's plucked out, let's say they sell the apartment, you know, the whole complex is somewhere one else, and they decide, you know what, we're going to do something else with it. We're going to upgrade it, and we're going to now charge, you were paying $1,000, but now we're going to charge $1,500.
That happens all the time, June.
All the time. You have no roots. You have no say-so. You have nothing. All you can do is pay it or move to the next apartment complex.
You can complain as you paying it.
And what does that mean?
It means you just complain as you write the check, I guess.
We'll take it. We are so sorry that you feel that way. We will take it under advisement. That's usually what management says.
Yeah.
And
typical.
that's it.
Typical. Shoot, this is not feeling right to me. You know, but you brought
Well,
up.
Gwen's here. She says good morning.
Did she really?
Yes.
None of that is coming across my
Gwen
screen.
is watching us.
Well, if Gwen Murphy Johnson's watching us, then hey, what else do we need? You got your number one, then you're good.
And also Tracy McLean.
Tracy.
McLean, excuse me. I'm so sorry. Oh.
Tracy, I checked Deport. I don't understand what they doing, sister. Mine's is not working right.
Oh no, but mine is. So let's move on.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to make sure we're getting out there.
We are getting out. That was gross.
That was nasty.
Just do what you need to do.
Oh my
Excuse
God.
yourself for a second.
Oh my God.
Don't swallow it.
What? Morning. I'm family.
I'm
anyway,
just being honest.
Go forth, family. Go forth, June. Again, what we're saying, family, is don't fret at the end. Don't faint at the end. You've pushed. Now you push through.
Uh-huh.
You know, you stop working just before dessert, and everybody knows dessert is the best part of the meal.
It is.
It's like you've eaten all the broccoli you had to eat, you've eaten all the Brussels sprouts you had to eat, and now we're at the cake, and you're afraid to put the fork in the cake. No, family, go forth. And don't let other people make excuses for you. All right? Now's not a good time to buy a house because the market's so bad. What? Now's not the good time to buy a house because houses cost so much. This is what other people put in other people's ears, Jim.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I know you know this, darling, because you do this every day.
Yes, I hear it every single day.
Yeah, family, no.
And I don't argue.
No, I mean, because what we're going to do?
Okay.
We're not going to beat you into a
No.
house.
Mm-mm.
You know?
You've got to feel comfortable. You have got to feel comfortable. And it's so weird because I think they're expecting me to argue.
Yeah.
You know, that look on their face like they're waiting. They're waiting. I'm getting ready to say something.
Yeah.
You're going to say something to me and I'm going to say, but.
Yeah.
No, I have nothing to say because you have got to feel comfortable. I never ever want a client to feel like I forced them into home ownership.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine anybody forcing you to buy in a house?
Mm-mm.
And if anybody does force you to buy in a house, you're buying the wrong house.
Yeah.
That's just the truth, family.
Because we ain't making the mortgage payments.
Nah, we ain't gonna be nowhere around. I promise you that.
No. Mm-mm.
We're not gonna be anywhere around if you make the mortgage payment. We definitely ain't gonna be nowhere around if you don't make the mortgage payment. So it's incumbent upon you to be in charge of your transaction.
Yeah.
So if you really want to buy a home, then buy a home. If you really don't, then don't. But family, don't faint at the end of the race. Mm-hmm. Not when you can see the finish lines in sight. Unless that's just the best thing for you at that time. But see,
you know, I'm sorry.
No,
I was going to say, you know, I'm sitting here while you're talking and I'm thinking back to when I was looking, to buy a home, and I went through all the things, went through bankruptcy, went through all of that stuff, and finally got to that finish line. And I was scared. I've got to be honest. I was scared. I was nervous when I walked into the closing office to sign that big bunch of papers. It was huge. I felt like I was signing my life away. I was like, this is a commitment. This was way bigger stack than what I had to sign when I was signing the lease. That was just one piece of paper. Here we go. 12 months.
12 months.
I could pick up and leave when I wanted.
Yeah.
So it was that commitment. But honestly, that is the best thing that I have ever done in my whole entire life. After I got over that fear and I started having my own place and I decorated the way I wanted to and I painted the way I wanted to and I bought all the things that I wanted to, it just felt like I was setting up roots. And then when I sold it, woo!
Go forth, family.
That check was nice.
Go forth, family.
That check was nice.
Go forth to the next stage of your existence. Go forth to the dessert. Go forth to the reward.
So when you leave your apartment, when you give in your notice, what is it that you receive, Smitty?
You receive nothing at all. You receive a move-out inspection where they try to charge you for the stove is dirty, the carpet's dirty, the walls are dirty.
You're lucky if you get your deposit back. Is that what you're saying?
You're lucky, very lucky. They're going to try to find all kind of reason to keep your deposit.
But even if you do get your deposit, where does that deposit usually go? To your next apartment.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
So you don't use it.
Yeah.
You don't gain because it goes to your next apartment.
And the process starts all over again.
And it starts all over again.
Hold on a second here. I think I see what's going on. Can y'all tell Smitty is fixated with the problem? Oh.
What?
I see what's going on.
What's going on?
I'm logged in wrong. That's what's okay. All right, I got it.
So Tracy says, while you're doing that, Gwen says, I hear it all the time. Tracy says, yes, they keep saying the market is going to crash. And then she also indicates enough is enough. Buy a house for your good. For your good. Oh yeah, buy your house for your good. Love is where you live, and some people live just hating. Sorry.
Yes. It's a good point. And some people hate on you. Mm-hmm. Some people will block you from going forth because they're not ready to go forth.
Yes.
Go forth, family. The matter doesn't matter. Go forth.
And I did. I mean, I had people hating on me. I had family members hating on me. People that love me. I think that's the hardest thing to get over because they love you and you know that they have your well-being at heart. But they don't know necessarily all that you're going through. They don't know all your hopes and dreams. And if you do share it with them, they still don't understand because they're your hopes and dreams. Yeah. It's what you want. So you have more passion in it. You know what I mean? So people can understand and they could relate, but they really can't feel what you're feeling.
No.
And that's what I had to come to terms with when I went against what my family was saying, because they were like, oh, you're a single parent of 4. What are you doing? This is going to be so difficult. What about the repairs? What about this? What about that? If you don't pay your mortgage, then that's going to really mess up your credit and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, I need somewhere to live and I cannot afford. I need a constant payment. For the next 30 years, my mortgage is going to be the same. And that's what I felt comfortable with. And that's what drove me forward to buy a house.
Go forth.
That's right.
Go forth, fam. If it's for you, go get what's for you.
Can anyone say that their rent is going to be the same for the next 30 years?
They can say it, but we all know they lying.
Stop.
They're lying tigers and bears. Nah, family, you know that. No one can honestly say that. No one can say that's not even realistic. Family, if you do the work, if you've done everything that you're supposed to do, if you've done everything you need to do, then claim your reward.
A regret that I actually do have, Smitty, to be honest. I regret...
That we ran out of bacon? Yeah,
no.
I regret that too.
I regret that, if I had stayed in my house when I bought it, when I did, I would have been actually close to paying off my mortgage.
Yeah.
I would have paid off my mortgage. I would not have to pay a mortgage again. Could have owned a house free and clear.
Yeah, that's something very few people do.
My whole paycheck would have been for me. Well, more or less. Of course, you still have to pay the gas, electricity, and stuff like that. But other than that, that big payment per month would have been mine.
Go forth, family. Go forth and enjoy. You know?
I have a really close friend that's paid off their mortgage, and they're like so happy.
Go forth and celebrate.
Couple of vacations a year now. Nice.
Go forth and rejoice. Mm-hmm. Whatever you set yourself up to do, don't stop at the end.
I asked him, I was like, "You gonna buy another house and you want something bigger?" He looked at me like I was crazy.
Some people are afraid of success.
Yeah.
You know, June, you ever met anybody in real life other than our clients who are afraid of success? You know, the self-sabotage.
Yes.
You know, yeah. You know, nah, family, go forth. We're calling you on it. Hey, Jim, we said we're going to keep this on time today, especially since I'm logged in all upside down, inside out. We're at 10.
But I do want to ask you,
Yeah.
have you ever done anything to sabotage yourself?
Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, yeah. Oh, so many times.
Can you share? Do you remember?
I'm trying to remember what's the last thing I did where I sabotaged myself. Probably with me, I procrastinated getting some paperwork done and had to pay a penalty. That's a Smitty Smith special right there. You know, so yeah.
I've self-sabotaged myself on a diet. Was doing so well.
Please,
Keep it for the first time. I was doing so well, and I don't know what it was, but I just had to have that chocolate bar, and just like messed up my whole diet for that whole week.
That's got to be the hardest thing.
It is. But you know, you just do, and the key is to get back on it. So if right now you decide that this is not, even though you've gone through all of the steps, repairing your credit, you know, doing all the things, paying off your collections, your judgments, and you're right at the finish line, and you decide this is not the time for whatever reason, I'm going to say it's okay. Because it's got to be the right time for you. This show is not to condemn you for the decisions that you make, because the decision has to be yours.
You know what, June? Exactly. It has to be yours. Mm-hmm. You know, and we're talking to Tracy. Tracy, go forth.
Yes.
Go forth, sister. No matter the matter. Fight through it, fight under it, fight over it, but just continue to fight. And once you've gotten where you need to be, go forth and be successful.
Now, we may look at you like, what? You did all that work? 2 years, whatever, 1 year, 5 years of work to get right here, and you're going to stop?
Yeah.
We're not going to say it, but we may be thinking it.
Oh.
But at the end of the day, because we understand how beautiful it is to be a homeowner, we understand the legacy that you're giving to your kids, to yourself. We understand the finish line because we've got crossed over the finish line.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But again, it's okay.
Plus, we're going to talk about you when we get
No,
off
we're
the
not.
phone. Yeah.
No, we're not.
June, you know we will. You know we do.
No, I don't. It's okay. It's okay.
Hey,
Because we
fam.
believe one day you will get there.
But get there sooner so that you can enjoy it longer.
And then we're like, oh man, I should have done this a long
Yeah,
time
I
ago. Remember that?
Everybody
Like,
says it. Everybody says it. Why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you make me do it? Like, because we don't make you.
No.
We only help you get you there.
And we encourage you.
We do.
And we hold your hand through the whole process.
We empower you.
Yep.
Hey, family, you get anything of value, please tag a friend or a family member in. I am Smitty Smith with the half voice.
And I am June Smith with the beautiful, beautiful voice. Because it's all about me.
Go forth, family. Go forth. I'm not going to argue with her because she knows I can't win today.
I know, right? That's the only reason I said that.
She's trying to make me laugh, but go forth, family. Simply go forth. Don't fret at the end. Don't fate at the finish line. You've earned it. It's yours. Claim what's yours. Okay, family.
And I'm sorry I missed it. Andrea Goodman is watching us. Hey, Andrea.
Hey, Andrea. Good morning to your sister. Good morning, Tracy. I'm tired of them too, Tracy. I really am. Gwen Murphy Johnson, number one in the house. Tracy McLean, sister, hang in there. I don't see Andrea June, but good morning, good morning, Miss Goodman. I came in this thing all backwards, man. I'm in the wrong place at the wrong time, so.
It bees like that sometimes, Smitty. You just got to get yourself right. That's all.
And go forth.
That's right.
So this whole message was for me.
Yeah.
Go forth. If you get there backwards, then you're just still where you are.
No, all you got to do is turn around. Right?
That is it. Hey, family, I got to go. See ya.
Peace.
Hang in there with me, family. I'm trying to stop the stream.